betrayed and I feel so stupid. Like, I'm so fucking mad. And I'm so sad. And I'm so angry. And I'm so angry that, like, they get to go live their life.
I can't do everything myself, and having a special needs child is really difficult. It's unbelievably difficult, and I'm about to have another baby, and I want the best for both of my children, and I can't do everything on my own. He still is the father of my children, and I would love for someday for us to have a good co-parenting relationship. And honestly, it hurts me to even say this or like think about him with anybody else. Like, it makes me like wanna, baby.
Alright, what's up with y'all? So look, man, I'm back again with another video, and before I jump into the video, I gotta start it off with some positivity. I want to tell all my supporters out there that's rocking with me day to day on a consistent basis that I definitely do appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I hope that everything is going the way that you want it to go in your life, and I'm wishing y'all nothing but the best in every aspect of your life. And when I say this, I'm only talking to my supporters, those who reciprocate the same energy back to me, and those who say the same thing back to me in return. And yeah, we're finna get straight into the whole situation at hand, but before we do, I do want to say this right here. This young lady who's going through what she's going through, I see a lot of people laughing at her, talking about how she was crying, talking about where she was crying at, all this other type of stuff, man. It's always funny until it's you, huh? You got to be careful about what you laughing at, because the same things that make you laugh and make you cry. Y'all out here thinking that everybody being 100% faithful to you, they're not talking to nobody else, they doing this and they doing that, and then when you find out that it's all a lie and it's a facade, you can be broken down just like this young lady was. And like I always say, man, you know, you can think somebody's your friend and stuff like that, but ultimately, man, a lot of people be jealous of you and they be wanting what you have. So yes, and this is a prime example of this from what I'm seeing. I haven't watched the video and don't know what's going on in totality, but from the title, yes. So for those who don't know what's going on, it's a lady by the name of Kristen Kelly, I think that's her name. I don't know nothing about her or anything. I just seen this story today and I said I wanted to talk about it because a lot of people was tagging me in it and stuff like this. So let's get straight into it. So basically, long story short, her dude, I'm not for sure if it's her fiance, her husband, I don't know none of that, but I just know somebody that she was dealing with was out of town on vacation or something like that. He had an accident, and come to find out the person that he was with while he had the accident was her best friend. Now that right there is just crazy within itself, you know. Like I always say, man, a lot of people need to understand and realize that these people that be around your spouses and stuff like that really don't mean you no good or your spouse no good, and they be having ulterior motives. But also at the same time, you got to hold your spouse accountable as well too, because they could have did something different also, you know. But hey, it is what it is. We're finna get into this video and see what's going on. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation, and we're gonna talk about it in the comment section. Let's go.
A breakdown. I just got home. I feel like I was like so like angry, and I like went through everything, and I was just like so fucking sad.
I can understand what she's saying so far.
And I'm like so hurt.
She's so hurt. I feel you.
I feel so betrayed and I feel so stupid. Like, I'm so fucking mad. And I'm so sad. And I'm so angry. And I'm so angry that they need to go with their life. And my life is ruined. And now I have 2 kids to take care of. So I had a baby doctor appointment, and it was a different doctor that I went to see.
I can understand. I'm sorry, y'all.
And
Shit.
she was like, I don't know, she was like very like thorough in her questioning. Like, she was asking me about like pediatricians and stuff for like when the new baby comes. And then she's like, is dad gonna be there in this delivery room? I'm like, no. But I was like, I wasn't crying. I was just like, no. And she was was like,
Okay, I think I kind of get what people are trying to say about the way she's crying and stuff like that, because it's kind of hard to understand certain things, but you got to give her some grace, man. You got to understand what the hell is going on, if that's what's going on about the title. Like I said, I really don't know until we get into the video. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on so fast, but I'm pretty sure she'll get it all together. It's just a lot to break down and talk about right then and there. But they lucky that she wasn't around them when this did happen, because you never know, she probably could have took their life. Y'all better be careful out here playing with these people's feelings and shit like that, bro. If you ain't rocking with somebody, you through with them, let them know. Stop stringing people along, because they can be your ass, you know. But let's get back into the video.
Dad wanted to be with your 5-year-old? This is just like the normal doctor, like they don't normally question you. And I was like, no, I have somebody else. And she was like, well, who's gonna be there? And I'm like, a doula? Like, I'm like paying somebody to like be in the hospital with me. I'm not alone. And she's like, so is the dad not involved? And like all this stuff. And I'm like, no, the dad's actually in Mexico fucking somebody. And winter school, they need me to get a protective order against Chris. So that he can't contact her at school. And I go there, and I go to the courthouse, like I drive all the way there, and it's like right after the baby appointment. And I get the protective order. The lady's like in this room, and she's like, oh, what's his name? And I was just like, I can't do this. And I like stood up and left. I was like, I need to do the paperwork at home if I decide to do it. Because as much as like I fucking hate him, if I got a protective order against him because he's a habitual offender because he was in jail, like he'll get arrested and he could go to jail for 15 years. And it's like, I don't want that. Like, even though you ruined my life, like even though everything is like so fucked up, and like you get to go fucking fuck somebody in fucking Mexico and go on any trip you want and like do anything you want. I still don't want you to go to jail. And it's like, I just don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my kids' lives. Like, I fucking hate you.
He lucky. Shit.
And like, I could be fucking bitter and say, like, I have 2 kids now that I have to take care of. Like, I can't date. When am I gonna have kids in my house with my 2 daughters? I'm gonna like have a boyfriend in my house with my kids, my daughter who can't fucking talk? Like, no. Where is it going? Live your fucking life. I'm like, I have him blocked everywhere. I don't even like know his number at this point. And I unblocked his number and I called him, he didn't answer. But I called him because I wanted to say, like, look, I don't want to get a protective order against you. I just don't want you to come to my house. I don't want you to go to the girls' school. I don't want you to like just come near us. Like, I'm just I'm afraid he's gonna break into my house and kill me and take Winter and take the baby. It's like, why did I pick this person to have a baby, guys? Twice. And it's like, they don't feel bad. They don't feel bad with it. It's also like so fucked up. I'm so sad that like I think they care about everybody. Like even like strangers, like they care about everybody. And like nobody cares about me. So I kind of had like a panic attack. So I went into TJ Maxx just so I could like walk around. And I wasn't driving, and I went to the bathroom, and there was like a line, and like this woman was like, "Oh no, you go ahead of me," and I was like, "Thank you." And like this random woman respecting the fact that I'm pregnant more than the father of my child. I could love this person and live with this person and this person could do
and the whole situation.
Now this is better.
It's like very rare to say X, by the way, like, especially like when you're pregnant. That feels real trashy. This is like not easy. This is not easy stuff. It really isn't. First of all, I don't want anybody contacted. I really don't. I don't want my ex contacted. I don't want, honestly, any girls contacted either, because there'll be more, you know. It's like, it doesn't matter that you go after one girl. There's gonna be more girls, and good. I don't care at this point. It does not involve me. It does not affect me. It has nothing to do with my life. At first, I was in so much pain, and I wanted everybody to be in as much pain as I was. Like, I wanted everyone to be miserable, and I wanted the world to know my pain. Because the truth is that I loved this person, and he clearly didn't love me, and that is okay. This situation happening was gonna happen. It was gonna happen if it was with her or if it was with a different girl, because he didn't want to be with me and we weren't right for each other. My pride was hurt, my dignity was hurt. I was so angry that I couldn't see straight. You know, I couldn't sleep. As I would climb out of this, I would find out more things.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I found out that he took my nonverbal autistic daughter on Mother's Day weekend with him to go visit another woman and her children.
Oh, good, tripping.
That weekend I was at home sick in bed because of being pregnant.
You know what, and being a man, you know, we really just don't be understanding and knowing how much it hurts a woman to cheat on them while they're pregnant. You know, like, I mean, I'm not gonna get personal, no shit like that, but I do feel like that it is something that a lot of people need to understand and learn. Like, when you get these women pregnant, bro, I know I got a lot of men that watch me also, man, you gotta be careful with that, man, because you can scorn and hurt somebody for life. Not saying I did this, but I'm just saying, you know, I can understand and I can feel the hurt coming from a lot of women who speak about certain situations. But at the same time, if you're not the woman, like she just said, like the woman that a man wants and things like that, and y'all wasn't right for each other, it's only inevitable for this type of stuff to happen. You feel me? You can't do nothing but accept what happens. But you know, if you're planning on being with this woman, don't be lying and playing all these games and shit. Tell the truth, bro. I know it's easier said than done, but make sure that you're trying to explain and express that you want to move on, you want to do certain things differently and stuff like that, if that's what you want to do. If somebody chooses to stay after that, that's on them. You done did what you had to do and say what you had to say. But yeah, man, I didn't know it really harmed people like that. You know, I was young and mature and sensitive and things like this, so I didn't even think as clear as I'm thinking right now. But I feel like you shouldn't be impregnating nobody that you don't want to be with anyway. And you shouldn't allow somebody to impregnate you also if you feel like y'all not going to be together. You know, take your time, learn this person, and actually grow a bond with them, and then go forward with that. Because, you know, you can be just bonding yourself to somebody for a whole lot of years that you really just not feeling no more. And then just look how he out here moving. Cuz don't give a damn about nothing. But yeah, let's get back into the video. I just had to say that a lot of dudes don't be paying attention and understanding how much it hurts to get. It already hurt bad enough to get cheated on, true enough, but like while they carrying your child and stuff like that, it really be another type of pain. And I never noticed that, you know what I'm saying, until I got older. And now that I see it, you know, I feel like it's best just to call it off. Really, it's best not to even get nobody pregnant if you don't plan on being with them, but call it off and move on with your life versus sitting around playing games and hurting these people. Because you can lose your life or your freedom playing around with these people's emotions, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if you're pregnant out here playing games with these dudes, the same thing can happen to you too, because they get really emotional and it breaks them down also, knowing that they baby mama out here popping it and throwing it. Not saying that she did this, I'm just speaking in general. You know, I gotta be unbiased in these situations. You know, men get hurt also when you out here popping cat and you pregnant. You know, let's get back into the video. I had to say what I had to say right there.
And that was like so disgusting and awful to hear, that I wanted everyone to know that. Like, I wanted the world to get revenge for me. But the thing about hate is that it just breeds more hate, and it just breeds more anger, and it just breeds more awfulness. And this has already been like a really difficult pregnancy, and I don't want the end of my pregnancy to be remembered in this way. Not that I want to be Khloe Kardashian, but I feel like I always thought Khloe Kardashian was this doormat because of all of like the cheating stuff with Tristan, because she let him back and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not saying that I'm getting back with my ex, but I understand now the forgiveness that she was able to have for somebody who did her so wrong. Right now, I can't trust my ex with my daughter because of the Mother's Day incident, because he did that, and that betrayal is unbelievably fresh. However, she loves him and he loves her. And I want my daughter to have a father. I want both my daughters to have a father. I want them to have a good father, a stable father. And I want him to get help. And I want him to be the best version of himself. Even if it's like not with me, I want him to be the best version of himself for them.
He gotta want it on his own,
and
though.
by you guys attacking him, it's not helping. It's not helping anybody.
Now, I mean, no disrespect if you run across this video. I just hate when people do that. You know, you come into the internet with your problems and stuff like that. People gonna be on your side, and they're gonna want to take up for you and things like that. And the way that you're speaking about him is like an oxymoron, because you kind of basically talking bad about him and expecting people not to say anything about him. But she said something that was very, very profound, that, you know, she don't want the children to be around him and things like that because of the betrayal, but she didn't say that he basically betrayed them directly. You see what I'm saying? Even though it is a level of betrayal between the parents, but as far as the children, if they love him, if they cherish him and things like that, you shouldn't deny access. Now, I do believe and definitely agree with him not taking these children around somebody brand new, fresh, or somebody who's really not the mother and things like that. That's something I'm very, very serious about, because, you know, the way I was doing things with my daughter, I wouldn't even let a woman touch my daughter, come around my daughter, anything like that, until I knew we were serious. You feel me? So that's just how I feel about that. But ultimately, you know, you can't stop somebody from being around their children because they betrayed you. As long as they're being a good person to the children, then you got to go ahead and just man up and woman up in this situation and let them be around their father. But yeah, you can't expect people not to want to jump on your side and stuff like that. And you know, it's a lot of shit I want to say, but I don't want to seem like I'm kind of going against her, because I'm really, really in agreement with a lot of things that she's saying. It's just the fact that, you know, people try to stop their kids going from the other parent because they deal with other people, and that ain't what's up. Now, if they out here doing what he did, I can understand it more. But ultimately, if y'all get a good understanding that he won't take the children around nobody, then let the children go. But to hold them back from someone that they love ain't what's up, because they'll end up resenting you in the future, knowing that it wasn't something that's between y'all. But at the same time, a lot of kids do get mad when you do hurt their mother's feelings also, you know. But if they love him right now, let them love him. You feel me? Let's get back into the video.
And it truly is my fault he's being attacked. I know that. I'm not saying
well, shit. But yeah, you got to stop it then if you don't want that to happen.
The girl in the incident, I'm sure she's being attacked too, and I don't want her being attacked either. I really don't.
Shit never came to the internet, because they're going to get attacked.
I think that everybody has learned like a tremendous lesson in all of this. Today, Chris has surgery, so he was in a motorcycle accident. That's how I found out about everything. And today he has surgery, and
yeah, you can tell she hurt.
If he was to pass away, or if something really bad happened to him, that would destroy me. It really would. It would destroy me because Chris wasn't just my boyfriend. And that's the thing, is that when we had a fire at our house once, and the like ambulances and stuff came, and they were like asking who everyone was, and I was like, oh, that's my boyfriend, and I was like holding my baby and stuff, and the guy kind of like did this look, and I was like, it's the father of my child. Like, when people hear boyfriend, they don't think, you know, husband, but the truth is that we were together for 7 years. Like, this was my person. This was my person for 7 years, you know? And, yeah, we were never married, which is good now, I guess. But this was my person. And even though moving forward we're not going to be in a relationship, and even moving forward, like, I'm a single mom and all of that, I still care about, and not in like a pathetic girl running back to her ex who cheated on her way, but in somebody who was in a relationship with somebody for 7 years and has 2 children with them way. If Chris wanted me to go and get him from the hospital, even though I'm pregnant, I literally would drive all night to go get him and bring him back home. Because as hurt as I am, that doesn't make me pathetic in any way. It makes me the bigger person because I love him and he is my family. And I don't want him to be hurt, and I don't want this girl to be hurt anymore, and I don't want to hurt anymore. I just want everyone to move on with their lives and be okay. Also, as much as I'm always like, I'm a bad bitch and I can do everything myself, I can't do everything myself, and having a special needs child is really difficult. It's unbelievably difficult, and I'm about to have another baby, and I want the best for both of my children, and I can't do everything on my own. And as hurt as I am by what Chris has done, he still is the father of my children, and I would love for someday for us to have a good co-parenting relationship. And honestly, it hurts me to even say this or like think about him with anybody else. Like, it makes me like wanna, baby. I really do hope that someday we're able to co-parent and co-parent normally, you know, and co-parent in a civil way, and maybe even be friends, you know, maybe even be like, hey, you can come over for dinner or something.
She still love him. That's what's up.
All I do know is that I want what is best for my children. I don't care about myself. I really don't at this stage. Like, I was so hurt. Like, I just kept thinking about the fact that he had sex with someone else. And, like, the fact that he had sex with someone else was the driving force of my pain and my sadness. Because, like, the thought of him having sex with someone else is so disturbing and so heartbreaking to me.
Ooh, he must
I
be.
have children.
He in there cutting up with her in the bed, ain't he?
Come first to me. Like, that's literally not even saying, like, the least of it. Like, she has come first in my life more than anybody will ever know. And that's not stopping now, you know? And my My new daughter, she's gonna also come first. They're gonna be my top priority, not my relationship with, you know, their father and my how hurt I am about that and anything. And I can't control what anyone else does. I can only control what I do, and I can only control how I feel. And I'm gonna take the high road instead of taking the low road.
That's the end of that video, you know, and I really want to say that I do like her approach with a lot of different things. It's just the fact that people bring certain things to the internet, and I feel like that ain't what's up at all. But sometimes when you're a public figure, I don't know if she is or not, you have to let certain things be known, but it's the way that you do everything, because, you know, you can cause more problems than anything, because people so involved with other people's relationships to the point where they'll be mad at you for getting back with your person, and you love your person, you feel me? Y'all going through what y'all go through, so you got to be careful what you bring to the internet, man. You know, at some point in time, you got to realize you'll start to look stupid. You know, bringing it to the internet and getting back with the person, bringing it to the internet, getting back with the person, and all the other type of stuff. So yeah, but overall, ultimately, he's wrong. He's out of line, and he definitely shouldn't have did her like that. I feel like that if he was done with her, he should have went ahead and just told her straight up that whether she could have moved on, and he could have as well. But we don't know if he did that or not. I do like the fact that she is holding herself accountable for certain things. And you know, I hate that people are laughing at certain people's pain and demise when it comes to certain situations like this, because you're not going through it right now. Y'all be at home saying, I could never this, I could never that, and be going through everything times 10. Sometimes y'all don't know what y'all be going through, so y'all be on here popping it, and then when everything hits the light, y'all be looking crazy as hell, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, man, you know, a lot of women do know how their men is, and yeah, they really don't be tripping at the end of the day, especially if they got some type of understanding. But overall, ultimately, like I said before, I like the way that she did certain things, but bringing it to the internet, that ain't what's up. But, you know, his karma was some serious, you feel me? To get caught with your woman's best friend, like, come on, bro. And that's probably why it happened, too. I ain't gonna lie to you. When you out here hurting people and having so much cosmic karma to the point where you're doing something that could potentially, like, break somebody down to their core, yeah, you possibly could get hurt. You possibly could flip your car, all type of different stuff, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful and aware with everything that you got going on in your life. Just try to be the best person that you can be, and if you don't want somebody, let them know. I feel like that's something that's very, very important that a lot of people are feeling to do these days. If you're done, if you don't want someone, let them know. Let them know. I keep on saying that for a reason, because people are getting their lives taken. And even if you do tell somebody you don't want them, sometimes it's best just to break off and go on about your business. But overall, I do feel like you should let somebody know what's up so they can have a choice to maneuver how they're going to maneuver in the future. But overall, that's all I got to say about the situation. I hope they get it together. I hate that he did her like that, but, you know, they'll work it out for the kids, hopefully. She seems like she's the same person. She seems like she's understanding, and I don't know how he is, but, you know, we'll find out if they do come out with some updates. But I really just don't want no more of their information to get out there, because I feel like that when something is happening in the household, it should stay in that household, you know? But hey, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this whole situation. I will holler at y'all later on another video. If you made it to the end, thank you, and yeah, I'll holler at you later. All right.